Good morning all of you, this is Mohit and I welcome you again to my YouTube channel. Now today we will learn about MySQL Workbench. Before going to MySQL Workbench, I just want to recall the MySQL. What is MySQL? So MySQL is an open source relational database system, management system which works on many platforms. It provides multiple user access to support many storage engines, and it has various features which make us to do many tasks such as comprehensive application development, providing availability and scalability. So at industrial level we cannot do everything on the terminal, right? So we need some kind of dashboard, we need some kind of GUI, so that we can makes it which makes it easy for us to work with large databases and create models. So this type of work can be done with the help of MySQL Workbench. So now come to the MySQL Workbench. MySQL Workbench is a designing or a graphical tool which is used for working with MySQL servers and database. This tool is compatible with older versions of server and doesn't support the 4.x version, 4.x server versions. And if we talk about the functionalities, what are the functionalities of a Workbench? So it has SQL development, data modeling design, and we have server administration, data migration, and MySQL enterprise support. Okay, now let's talk about this one by one. First is SQL development. This functionality provides a capability to execute SQL queries, create and manage connection to database servers using the built-in server editor. And if we talk about the data modeling, this functionality enables you to create models of your database schema graphically, perform reverse and forward engineer between a schema and a live database, and it edit all the aspects of your database using the comprehensive table editor. Now come to the server administration. This functionality enables you to administrate MySQL server instances by administering users, performing backup and recovery, inspecting audit data, viewing database health, and monitoring the MySQL server performance. Okay, now come to data migration. This functionality allows us to migrate from Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Access, and other RDBMS tables, objects and data to MySQL. Now the last one is MySQL enterprise support. This functionality provides support for enterprise products such as MySQL enterprise backup, MySQL firewall, and the MySQL audit. Okay guys, now the basic requirement to install MySQL Workbench is you should have MySQL installed on your system. Okay, now MySQL Workbench is available for many operating systems like Windows. You can download this on Linux, Windows, and Mac operating system. So now we will download the MySQL Workbench in our system. So for this I am going at this link, dev.mysql downloads MySQL. Okay, and now click on the first link. Here we go. Yeah, here we have, I'm using the Windows operating system, so I will go to this page, go to the download page, and here we have two links. One is MySQL installer web community, and the second one is the offline, means MySQL installer community, means you can download this offline and this can be done online. So I'm just clicking on the download button. So if you don't have any account in MySQL, completed, then there is no need of this. You can just download here, no thanks, and click on this link, no thanks, just start my download. As I already have downloaded this into my system, so I'm not going to download it again. You can download this from this link and do the configuration, and I will see you after download. Okay guys, now once you download and install MySQL Workbench, you will see the flowing screen on your home tab. So basically they are on the left hand side of the home tab. Here we are seeing that there are three different icons. So first one is SQL development. These are three modules. First one is SQL development, second one is data modeling, and the third one is server administration. So this section consists of this section consists of the SQL editor through which we can create and manage database. The second one, as already discussed, this section enables you to model your data according to your need, and the third one is to use to migrate your database between connections. Now before you get into these modules and get to know the functionalities, now we will create a first by creating a connection. Okay, so okay guys, now I will create a MySQL connection here. For this I will click on the plus sign. This will open a dialog box, and here I will simply write the name of the connection, C simplify it demo. As I have downloaded this into my local machine, so I will write local host as the host name, and if I want to connect this to other server, means the machine to other machine, then I will write the name of that server, and the port number is 3306. Now I will write the password here and store this in a vault. Click in OK. Now click on test connection. Successfully made that MySQL connection. Now in this way we have created successfully a MySQL connection here. Click on OK and finally click on OK. So you can see that here we can see that C simplify it demo, a connection is created. So now click on this, double click on this, and you will see this screen. So there are multiple panes. Okay, now double click on this link, and we will get this screen. So we have a navigator pane here. This is the navigator pane. This is the output pane, this one, and this is the MySQL snippet pane. So before diving into this, I just want to show one feature, and this is, if we click on this right button, means right hand side button, then this will hide the navigator pane, and if I click on this will hide the output pane, and similarly if I click on this button, then it will hide the snippet pane. So let me unhide this. So in this way we can check this. Now click on server status. Okay guys, now I will click on server status, and you can see that it is giving a couple of information like server is running, it is using 34% of CPU load, and there are 4 connections there, and also you can see server directories, base directories, C program files, MySQL server 5.7, and similarly data directory. So in this way we get to know a couple of information about the server status. We will we will see more in our in my upcoming videos. So keep watching. Thank you.